You know, all day long, my kids play at war. The only trouble is they both want to be General MacArthur. And in our house, there's only room for one General MacArthur, and I want to tell you that she has an inspirational way of seeing that her commands are obeyed. Well, anyway, my brother's in Iceland now. I was going to send him a St. Bernard dog and some brandy for his birthday, but he can get stiff up there without drinking. Had a bit of trouble with his superiors, though. They found out that stuff in his canteen was not water. But he's getting along. He woke up one morning, he wrote me about 3 weeks ago, frozen stiff, and the Bird's Eye frozen food product people were there bidding on his body. Of course, I don't like to talk about physical specimens, but you should have seen me in the last war. I won't exactly say that when I stripped down, I look like Victor Mature. Don't shriek, woman. I don't exactly look like Victor Mature. I look more like one of those ads that says, send this boy to camp. I often wonder what became of my old top sergeant. I never could figure out how he ever got as far as he did get up to be a sergeant. He was lousy in mathematics. I was with him 8 months, and he never learned to count past 4. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I want to explain that the studio audience here want, as a unit, to insult the Emperor of Japan, and so old Pappy O'Keefe will lead them in a little roundelay, and they'll join in the chorus. Ready, kids? Oh, you stuck a dagger in our back. You played a sneaky role. The trouble is you're cursed with halitosis of the soul. You hiss and whistle through your teeth. It's not a pretty tune, but you ain't heard real hissin' till we puncture your balloon. Hero-ito, you're gonna be. Uncle Sam ain't gonna quit till this is done. Oh, you asked for this, my friend, and how you'll get it in the end. You dirty double-crossing son of a gun. Hero-ito, you dirty double-crossing son of a gun. Oh, you put your faith in Hitler. That was really very rash. We're gonna finish you off first and then shave his mustache. You talk about the Axis, but where's Mussolini been? He hasn't even got a pot to cook spaghetti in. Hero-ito, you're gonna be Beetle. Uncle Sam ain't gonna quit till this is done. Oh, you asked for this, my friend, and how you'll get it in the end. You dirty double-crossing son of a gun. Hero-ito, you dirty double-crossing son of a gun. Well, boys, thumbs up and happy hunting.
That was swell, Walt. And now Yeoman GLK with the Coast Guard somewhere in the North Atlantic writes, on March 8th, we heard Dinah Shore, the one and only Dinah we used to hear on the radio and jukeboxes before we left home. Why don't you bring her back again? Boy wants girl, girl likes boy, girl sings song. Here she is, fella, Dinah Shore.
I went to bed last evening, feeling blue as I could be. I couldn't sleep last evening for what was worrying me. All the tears I've wasted would surely fill the deep blue sea. I've got to sigh about him, cry about him, Lordy, where am I without him blues? He keeps me walking on the floor, and like a fool I ask for more. Although I know he isn't good, I wouldn't leave him if I could, I know. I'm not the first on his list, I'd never be missed. I wish I had a dime for every girl he's kissed. I swear I'd be a millionaire, and yet I wouldn't care as long as I could get my share. I've got those mad about him, sad about him, how can I be glad without him blues? He makes my dreams go up in smoke, and then he treats it like a joke. He's just an ordinary sort of guy, and yet I love him till I die. Poor me. I've got those mad about him, sad about him, how can I be glad without him blue?
Thank you, Dinah. And now, Paul Laval, what about Sometimes I'm Happy? Thanks, Paul Laval and the boys. Well, men, that about takes us around the far turn and down the home stretch. We hope you liked it. We hope, too, you'll keep on firing in those letters and cables, because it's a great privilege to hear from you, and a greater privilege to send you what you want to hear. And there's one more hope some 130 millions of us around these parts have, but you know what it is, and we're all together on that one. So that's the works from here, and you give them the works over there.
This is the United States of America saying so long to its fighting sons throughout the world. Command Performance is your show, buddy. And the stars over here will be with you through the last act of that bigger show of yours over there. And, brother, you've got top billing in both.